In addition to city government's community-wide organizations like a United Way or a community foundation are expected to fund strategies that address a wide range of community needs. Their investment decisions yield greater returns, both now and over time, when groups can identify their common interest and begin to work together. That's the philosophy the Arizona Community Foundation promoted when it launched its initiative, Communities for All Ages.
The approach that it's bringing to all of this is allowing us to think differently about how we bring diverse groups of people who have always thought of their problems as exclusively theirs to start working together, because it turns out the problems that they have are quite common.
In order to receive funding from ACF, communities needed to devise multi-generational strategies around common concerns. What resulted was an array of partnerships and activities that changed the way people and organizations see one another and do business with one another. Economic revitalization was a common concern of young and old in rural Ajo, a small town near the Mexican border. Ajo lost jobs and people when the copper mine closed in the 1980s.
The International Sonoran Desert Alliance is spearheading an arts-based economic development strategy for the town of Ajo. We are converting the Curley School building to live-work affordable units for artisans, artists, and crafts-based imaginative businesses. We're hoping to create a new economic niche in Ajo that creates opportunities for the young people and also for older people.
But economic development is not the partnership's only concern. Because of Ajo's history, fostering understanding across cultures is also an important goal.
Well, I was born and raised in Ajo. There are still those people that live here in Ajo who still remember the old ways. The old ways being that Ajo was very segregated. You had your Indian village on one side, and you had your Mexican town on another side, and then you had the other part of town. But there's a lot of people, Native Americans, Mexican Americans, that do not take part in this and are still very much within, even though they're living among each other, they're still keeping to themselves.
Through a variety of art classes, such as making Tohono O'odham pottery, cultural traditions are shared with a diverse group of people.
It's important to me because this is an art that is being not done anymore. And I'm hoping some of these people in my class will pick it up and in return teach other people and bring it back.
We bring people together, and it doesn't make any difference who or what they are or how old they are, because we're finding this is an avenue for them to come in and to start intermingling and to start working together and start bringing their art together and sharing and talking and laughing and doing all the things that people do.
Bringing people together is also a focus of the Arizona Community Foundation partnership in Phoenix. Led by the Phoenix Revitalization Corporation, agencies and residents are now working together to improve the quality of life for all ages in Central City South, near downtown Phoenix. This work is anchored by an intergenerational leadership academy, where teens and adults develop their skills side by side.
I was born in this community. I plan to die in this community. So I'm invested here. And my role here is to help my community, the people that live here, to move forward and make this community what it can be. I knew what my passions were and I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it. And with the Leadership Academy, the biggest thing is communication. I can talk, people get them excited, but I didn't know how to listen to what they had to tell me. And so I came away with great communication skills.
Young and old alike, graduates of the Leadership Academy have taken what they've learned out into their community.
I gained self-confidence and to run for secretary at my school, and I won. Yes.
One of the things that I came away with from the Leadership Academy is that I was able to now encourage other leaders that don't know that they have leadership qualities. They do it every day, they just don't know they're doing it.
ACF's Communities for All Ages initiative and the programs it supports are laying the foundation for sustainable community change. The impact is already apparent on the communities it has touched.
This is not just about programs that are very effective in individual communities. Those are really important, but I can't stress enough, this is about long-term change.
Charlottesville, Seattle, Arizona. Different engines taking different paths, but all with the determination to create sustainable communities for all ages. And what have they learned?
I certainly encourage any area agency on aging or program to take a look at how you go about reaching out to people of all ages as a way of not dealing solely with today's older population, but planning better for tomorrow's older population.
In the past, the programs have been very focused either on teens solely, seniors solely, adults solely, but never intertwined or intermingled. So a lot of programming is joint efforts as opposed to individual programming, which makes it so much better.
We believe that the timing is right for organizations such as nonprofits, governmental agencies, community developers, public policy leaders, and foundations to bring people together to build communities for all ages.
What's happening in your community?
Juan, I'm certainly glad that you were able to join us. We were just discussing parking in my community.